Well, about halfway through the season, and I still can't tell what type of team we are. It is back and forth. It is Jekyll. It is Hyde. We win some, we lose some, we draw some. I still don't know what type of team I'm dealing with. What I do know is we have two important games today. A game against Accrington Stanley, who are 5th in our division, and then an FA Cup second round match against Tranmere Rovers. So hopefully we can keep our at least current 3-game winning streak alive. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode number 18. Can't believe we made it this far. Episode 18 of Taskmaster FC. Excited to bring you back today. And when I last saw you, we had hit a little rough patch here. We lost against Hartlepool United and drew against Bromley. Since then, we won an FA Cup 4th qualifying round as well as an FA Cup 1st round. But since then, form has been, it's been form. I'm not quite sure how to describe it other than very mixed. Couple of draws here, a couple of wins, couple of losses, couple of wins. It's just like we can't decide what team we want to be. I will tell you one thing I did decide to do. I made a couple of changes kind of moving into this second third of the season, if you will. We're actually about halfway through the season already, which seems like it's just flown by. As I mentioned before, we have 2 games today. We have a game at home against Accrington Stanley. They are 5th in the Vanarama National League, and then away against Tranmere Rovers. They are in League 1, but they are towards the bottom. So hopefully they bring some people, 16,000 seat stadium. Now I don't anticipate that many people being there, but home matches are interesting to say the least. They haven't been performing too terribly well, but maybe they'll get some people in the stands and we'll get some cash out of it. That would be absolutely superb. But aside from that, I did make a couple of changes. I did make a couple of signings. As I mentioned before, we were trying to get some people in, and I did. So that being said, we did bring in Karen O'Leary from Brackley Town. We actually paid for this one. Looks to be pretty good. So far, actually started most of the games since I've picked up Karen O'Leary and has played okay. Hasn't been anything superb, been fairly sound defensively, definitely slots right in. It says French player here, but we've been starting Karen O'Leary pretty regularly. If you're familiar with Taskmaster New Zealand, Season 4, you'll be familiar with Karen O'Leary. And then we also brought in Ian Sterling. Ian Sterling is our left back, who has been, and very well, who's done a very good job and who's been an integral part of this team since being picked up, definitely ahead of any of the other left backs we had in the squad, and has shown so far this season. Not the great average rating, but again, has just been a solid option defensively. In terms of just how we've been doing in general in the Vanarama National League, you can kind of take a look here. We are currently 6th, which is a lot better than what I thought we'd be doing, although to be fair, I thought we'd be kind of down here in maybe the 30-point range, and it's quite tight if we look at the standings here. There's really 10 points separating 6th place from all the way down to 18th. So even though we're only just about halfway through the season, it really is anybody's league here so far. I do think that these 4 teams here, even though Accrington Stanley are only 2 points behind, these 4 teams here are going to be kind of the runaway from the league. Although I take it back, I do want to count out Accrington Stanley because they have a couple games in hand on the teams above. So it really is anybody's league up here as well as down here. So I feel like any of these teams with a good run of form can easily slip right into any one of those playoff spots. So I'd like to continue our good run of form. We are on a 3-game win streak. But again, form has just been so mixed and so difficult to figure out. In terms of our formation, I have made a couple of changes here. Fern Brady, I was playing in these outside back positions, but I moved Fern Brady up, and Fern Brady started scoring goals. So that means that Fern Brady is probably going to continue to play there. So very, very pleased with that. But that being said, that kind of catches you up with just about everything that I've gone through and done so far. Finances, just in terms of our financial projections, it's better than what it was, but definitely isn't what it needs to be. So hopefully this match in the FA Cup second round can really get us at least a little bit of cash to make that balance, that projection rather, look a little bit more appealing rather than dropping £174,000 and then getting into the nearly £750,000 debt range 2 years from now. So that being said, I'm going to work you through to the starting lineup, and we'll be with you here in just a moment. Well, I brought you back in preparation for our match against Accrington Stanley. One other thing I did want to bring up, well, a few other things as I've gone through the last 10 games or so, is just the fixture congestion. It really has been a Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday set of games here, and that's really had a toll on our squad and really force us to go through and do a little bit of rotation here. So this is kind of the starting lineup I've come up with. I know it's a little bit of a deviation. I have been kind of going back and forth between the true striker system that you've seen previously and the system that we utilized last year. I think more than anything else, it just depends on what players are available and what players are fully rested for us to be able to put a starting lineup like this forward. Unfortunately, Ursula Carlson needs a little bit of rest. Taskmaster Season 2 alumnus from New Zealand. Just needs a little bit of rest today, so Judy Love is going to be taking the helm at strike today. But as you can see here, we have a little bit of a rotated squad. Mawaan Rizwan still in goal, has been performing okay, not enough for Josh Thomas to really come in and make any significant appearances for us so far. But we'll have Ian Sterling, David Correos, Daisy May Cooper, and Karen O'Leary in our back line here. Center midfielders of Rod Gelbert and Rob Beckett. Rod and Rob, love that. Fern Brady, Sam Campbell, and Sophie Duker will be our attacking midfielders. Judy Love up top. Hopefully, we can get some goals today and really give ourselves an opportunity to see this match out. Again, going against fifth is going to be a challenge, but it is a challenge that I'm going to relish and that I'm going to take today. If we carry on from our last performance, we will do well. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I do not like to see complacency in Judy Love. There's no reason for complacency. The match hasn't even started yet. Why are you being complacent? We aren't in the lead. We aren't winning. And this is going to be a very difficult match. So why be complacent? Frustrating. But what can you do? Just have to sigh, smile, do our best, and hope that we get some opportunities here. Speaking of opportunities, Rob Beckett is just absolutely tearing through the midfield. Needs to find somebody or just move it into the box here. Rod Gelbert appears to be tackled. No foul being called there. And Accrington Stanley are going to move forward with the ball here. Some good passing through the midfield. They get it to Parker, who's going down the line here. Parker is dispossessed by Fern Brady, playing a little bit out of position there. Going all the way back. Really should be in more an attacking position, but fortunate for Brady was there. And Accrington Stanley get an opportunity on goal. Fortunately, it's paddled wide by Mawaan Rizwan, which leads to a corner kick for Accrington Stanley. Defensively, not been as sound as I would like so far at the beginning of this game. I mean, the fact that Mawaan Rizwan caught that is incredible. A shot fired from that close inside of the box and is just held onto. You don't see that every day, folks. I'm not sure the positive mentality is the route we need to be taking today, but we shall see how this ends up. Maybe he gives us an opportunity here. Karen O'Leary with the throw in. Going to get it to Duker. Duker's going to cross into the box to Campbell. Campbell can't find anybody. Fires it. Interesting shot opportunity there directly off the post. Nobody can get the rebound. It's cleared by Accrington Stanley in the highlight ends. A good opportunity there for Sam Campbell to get us on the board. Unfortunately, it just does not connect. And Accrington Stanley now with the highlight, move the ball quickly and swiftly through the midfield, work it back towards their defensive line. Again, moving it back up to the midfield, works the ball to the outside on the left-hand side here, works it back to their defensive left back. And it really just is a game of possession for Accrington Stanley. That is a bad miss over the top. And someone needs to be on that, whether it's Correos or Cooper. Letting somebody just drift in, easy opportunity to score, fortunately missed. Corner comes in, headed away. Duker clears, and hopefully that ends the highlight, and it does. We've not done a whole lot here. I'm actually going to go ahead and change this to a cautious mentality, simply because we're just getting overrun completely. Possession's been fine, but they've really been creating more opportunities. I think we need to maybe take a step back, be a little bit more cautious in our approach. I don't mind pushing people forward, but I really want to see us push people forward to give them an opportunity to score. Duker now to Campbell, who gets into the box here, immediately turns the ball over, gets the ball back to Brady. Brady to Love, who cannot connect on the header, and that's been kind of the story of Judy Love so far this season, is just cannot connect despite multiple opportunities to be successful and score goals, and it is just not happening for Judy Love. And you start to wonder if that's a signing that maybe I missed in the offseason. An immediate turnover by Karen O'Leary. A very poor turnover at that. There's absolutely nobody on that side to get the ball. Rotate the ball through the back. And looks like it's going to be a goal here. And no, it's not. It's just going to be a penalty that Ian Sterling immediately tackles the player, catches him, and that's going to be a penalty. And we have not done anything today at all. Our only hope is Mawaan Rizwan can make a save here. And no, right direction. Went the right way. Unfortunately, finds the back of the net. Ollie Palmer gets his 11th goal of the season. Accrington Stanley up 1-0 over Chesham. And we've just done nothing today. Absolutely nothing. And you know what? Rightfully so, we're down 1-0. We have absolutely nothing to show for it. A couple of opportunities. Nobody's guarding Coyle. And that is bad. That is all ball. That is a terrible penalty. And we're getting shafted by the referees today. Good save by Rizwan. Let's fire this team up. Let's be real here. That was a BS penalty. I don't know what else to do here. We've not been playing well. They've been absolutely tearing us apart. They should have 3 goals by now. And we've done nothing. I mean, seriously, what are you doing? We need to make some changes in stat. David Correos, you're coming off because you've given up the penalty. Karen O'Leary, we'll put Fern Brady in for you. Duker, Murray. Let's try balanced. I mean, no. I hate changing things up so much, but clearly being cautious just leads us to getting attacked. So we need to do something here. 1 penalty. I mean, that first penalty I did not question whatsoever. Seriously, 2 penalties in less than 2 minutes. Hard to say the referees aren't out to get us, although Ian Sterling decided he didn't want to head that ball. Just frustrating. I know we can play well, but we have just shown absolutely nothing this game at all. Berate. Maybe that will get some smiles on some faces. Just do something. I feel like I'm poking a dead animal and just telling it to move. Except the dead animal is a soccer team. We certainly stink today, that's for sure. Dead animals stink. See what I did there? Okay, look. We're down. We need a goal. Let's get attacking and see what's the worst that could happen here. Sam Campbell's done nothing. I don't really have any substitutions here. You know what? Said Ursula Carlson was tired. I think she's got a goal in her. Make it happen, Urs. Please. Oh, we're going to end this game 1-0 with few opportunities. We got absolutely destroyed. And that's, like I said, it's been the season. It's just been, we win some, we lose some. We can't really find any rhythm. I'm going to be upset. I'm angry. Defenders, it's unacceptable. Midfield, not happy. Attacking, very unhappy. Yeah, be disheartened. I kind of like it when people are disappointed. They should be upset. Because we need to do better. 13 hours of football without finding the net. Criticize your last game. You squandered a lot of opportunities. Yeah, get better, please, and thank you. Hopefully we get a little bit better because we have a very important game coming up against Tranmere Rovers, which I'll bring you here in just a moment. All right, well, time for a disappointing FA Cup match away against Tranmere Rovers. I did play around a little bit with some of the interactions with the media and interactions with the manager, and I've really been putting him down. So this could completely backfire on me. But that being said, let's get Ursula Carlson in there. Let's get her on advance forward. Somebody's revving up an engine near me. It just is what it is. Everything's just colluding together for a victory for us today. Colluding, that's probably not the right word because it sounds very illegal in terms of what I am about to do here. So I'm going to put Al Murray in there as well. Let's just get a good team out here. So I think the only changes I've really made here, I've put in Tim Key at right back. I've gone ahead and switched out Adefope for David Correos, who gave away a very stupid penalty last time. Well, it really wasn't a penalty, but it was a penalty nonetheless. I've rotated the midfield a little bit to get Jenny Tien back in there. Al Murray at right midfielder. We're going to have Rod Gelbert as our attacking midfielder, and then Ursula Carlson up top at strike. In terms of mentality, I think we're just going to go balance this time. Positive mentality away at a very difficult opponent I don't feel like is going to be very successful or lend us to be successful. So we're just going to have to kind of roll with the punches here. Inbox. Oh, my under 18 suffered defeat. That's nothing new because we have no youth team. We'll go with this. Again, fixture congestion sucks, but it is what it is at this point, and we just have to cross our fingers and hope for the best. No pressure. Hey, go out there and make a difference today. All smiles all around. And let's just kind of wait and see what happens. I don't want to watch the game, but I do kind of want to watch the game because I do want to see if we can actually do anything, but I also know that we're playing against Tranmere, and they are 2 leagues above us, and the odds of us being successful are slim to none, to say the least. So we might just have to take it off the chin today and, just kind of wait and see what happens here. All right, we have the ball. That's exciting. I wasn't expecting that at this point in the game. And no possession for us whatsoever. I don't like the fact we're chucking it over the top, especially to nobody. Nobody is making that line, that beeline in. Ian Sterling intercepts the ball now, gets it to Rod Gelbert, to Jenny Tien. Jenny Tien gets in the middle of the field, and just pumps it over the top of the net. That is an opportunity wasted. I know that that's a difficult position to score in, but Tien can do better. I've seen Tien do better from that position. And 30 minutes in, we haven't had a whole lot going on this half, which, from my perspective, is probably fine. I don't really want a whole lot of highlights going on, but Tranmere gets an opportunity here over the top of the net. That'll be a goal kick for Chesham United. Rizwan will take that, and I was going to say we're going to go into halftime, but it looks like we're going to get another highlight here into the box. Morris fires it over the top of the net. Defensively, we've been fairly sound, not allowing too many opportunities. They've had 4 shots, but none of them have been on target so far, which is good defensively for us. Now we just need to see if we can maybe put together an opportunity here, and we had a stop here, but Tranmere ends up getting the ball and kind of pushes a ball into Rizwan. That's a very interesting highlight to just kind of end the half on. Yeah, as the match editor said, it was a very, very weak first half, very drab, I think was the term that they used, which I'm perfectly okay with. Hey, a little bit of possession can go a long way for us. So any changes we need to make here right now, I don't see anybody that's playing particularly poorly. We are going to need to make some substitutions here in just a little bit. Rizwan's been playing well. Defensively, we haven't been absolutely terrible. Haven't been great. I'm going to push, and I may regret that. But 0-0 at halftime, I think the more we keep it 0-0, the more it's going to favor us. Because all it takes is one opportunity. So I'm going to push a little bit more. Try to give ourselves a little bit more opportunities. If we're a little bit more leaky at the back, so be it. Again, I may regret that decision. But in the grand scheme of things, 45 minutes of 0-0 football, again, all we need is an opportunity. That's all we need. And one opportunity leads to a goal, and we're in the third round. And if we get in the third round, that's big. That's big, big money, especially for a club this size who, projected to be 170,000 pounds in debt. See, I don't understand that. Maybe I need to do another tactic here. Why press? Pressing is the only way we're going to get anything out of this today. Oh, that could have been good. Or find Carlson. Murray. There we go. See, again, nobody's pressing. Everybody's just kind of sitting back. And I changed to a positive mentality because I want to press a little bit more. We're not attacking anybody. And oh my God. Are you kidding me? Did we just see the most ridiculous goal in the history of Football Manager? Does this ball even touch the ground? McGee, up? No, it doesn't. That's the silliest goal I have ever seen playing this game. I feel like I've lost the ability to speak. That had a significantly higher opportunity of scoring than what I had witnessed previously. Dear God. Okay. That was interesting. All right. Who is not playing well? You're not playing well. You're probably not going to play well. You're definitely not playing well. We'll get Whitcomb in there. Whitcomb knows how to score goals. Whitcomb just hasn't played in a while because we don't have anything else to do here. Goodness. I guess we go back to balanced. Okay. Why are we not doing that? Is my question. Because I'm tired of watching my goalkeeper just immediately turn the ball over. Their goalkeeper could just fling it up 80 yards to somebody's foot who can then just fire it in the back of the net. So I'm going to berate the team for a poor performance. I swear, words can be tough. Words can be tough. But again, we didn't come in here expecting a whole lot. Just keep it reasonable, I guess. I mean, a fluke goal in the back of the net, and you know he's going to be all like, "Oh, we showed you guys that we are the more superior team." Blah 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 blah. No way he was onside. Thank you. I mean, if you're going to score a goal, at least don't cheat. We got to go attacking. Okay, I don't care if we end up miss. We've just done nothing the last 2 games. Ugh. Maybe we need to change in formation. I don't know. I mean, what is that? Rizwan's just like, I'm just going to kick the ball. Let's just have a corner because we can. Let's not like take the ball and grab it and then move it forward. No, we'll just give them a corner because why not? And this highlight just continues. I said roll the ball out. You're going to chuck the ball over the top. No, you're actually, oh, wow. You actually put it to where somebody might actually find feet. Unfortunately, we're giving up another highlight because, well, that's just what we do. Find somebody. There you go. No, I said roll the ball out. How is that rolling the ball out? It's an instant turnover. It's like the instructions in this game don't even matter. Cuts face, easy. I don't even know why I'm even bothering trying to do the rest of this game. We'll go back to balance. I'm just going to sit here and be bored because, I mean, what's the point? We're not going to do anything. They're just going to, probably a penalty coming up. I just feel it. Oh, no, just turn and score. There you go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You've all been terrible. Can I make a substitution? Because this has been absolutely pitiful. I'm going to rip this team a new one. Yeah, you're in danger of being booked because you've been terrible today. I don't know how you're in danger of being booked. You've not even played. You've been so bad today. Just end this. Let's get this over with. Let's move on. Let's end this episode so we can all be depressed together. And then we can all move on with our lives and just continue to be garbage at this level. I am going to show you the post-match comments because I want to show you how I'm just going to make this. I'm going to gaslight this person into thinking that their team's terrible. No defense whatsoever. I mean, this has been awful. Yeah, I'm going to absolutely tear you guys a new one. Defenders, I'm furious. I'm furious with your playmaking efforts. I'm furious with your finishing. Be upset. Be disappointed. I don't really care. God, I'm frustrated. It's so frustrating when I feel like there's nothing I can do. Yeah, you were really crappy to us before, so I'm going to be crappy to you now. Fine. Let's see here. Defeating your side. Yes, that's under the cards. Coleman, do you think experience? I think we're lucky, and Chris is kidding himself. Yeah, let's just. Ian Sterling's display. An important part of the team. Don't see anything special from him. Venture nothing in. Okay. Like to see that response. We'll go ahead like one day just so I can see kind of what he says to that. Yeah, okay. Simply had more today. Yeah, you were all talk and no walk at the beginning of this. Interesting. Well, that being said, there's another 2 disappointing matches. And much like my love life, I'll continue to disappoint. We'll probably bring you back sometime in the middle of January or beginning of January, just kind of see how things are. Again, just fixtures are just absolutely loaded up, so we'll see how things go. But hopefully you've liked that. If you did, you're sadistic in some way, shape, or form because we've been terrible the last 2 games. But beyond that, hopefully you did like at least what we're trying to do here. If you want to see more Taskmaster FC, let me know in the comments. Like it, subscribe, etc. I don't know if the comments are on or not. It doesn't matter. But again, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.